What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Double Money Event Week, as well as the vehicle and property discounts. This event week is for January 16th through January 22nd, 2020. So, the vehicle that released today was the Turismo Classic. The car has good customization, is a blast to drive, and is extremely fast off-road, just like the SE Sport, making it a very good choice for sports car rally races. The price is a little steep, however, even with the trade price you see here. This pricing is in supercar territory, and that price for a Subaru really doesn't make too much sense to me, but that's the premium we have to pay for these newer DLC vehicles these days. So I highly recommend maybe waiting on a discount, or maybe waiting to possibly see if it gets on the casino podium, which I think is extremely likely, so definitely think about that. The current casino podium vehicle is the Karen Everon. This truck released on day one of the casino heist update and is normally about $1.5 million. It is in the off-roads class and is a fun off-roader that is phenomenal at rock crawling and mud bogging around the Fort St. Cudo area. Keep in mind that it's not exactly Camacho or trophy truck fast, but it's up there in top 10 for the off-roads class and straight line speed test, which isn't bad. One thing I did notice about the casino podium version is that it does come with the stock wheels in black, which is not normally possible unless you use the iFruit app method. So I think that's a great incentive to attempt to win it from the podium. If for some reason your iFruit app doesn't work or you don't use it, whatever the case may be, there's a good chance to get the Everon for free with the black wheels. So that's awesome. Alright, so to start off with the property discounts, we have 25% off all the arcade businesses. So if you're holding off on buying an arcade or want to swap out for a different location, now's the best time to do that. There's also 25% off all the arcade games you can buy for the inside of your arcade, the master control upgrade for the arcade business, and even the drone station, which is awesome. So you can save a ton of money there. And I can see them possibly giving the arcade business maybe like a 50% discount in the future, but don't expect that to be for a while, so I guess now's probably the best time to buy it. But usually on these types of businesses in the future, they always do like a 50% off, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. For now, it's 25% off. Moving on to vehicle discounts, we have 25% off the Lampadati Komoda. This car has good customization, has a good engine note, and is fun to drive, but unfortunately, it's in the sports class. It just can't touch the Pariah or the Italia GTO performance-wise. I really wish they would start putting these performance sedans in the sedans class, and give more life to the sedans class. It would be a lot more fun. We have 40% off the Lampadati Novak. This SUV is pretty boring with not much customization. Looks like a normal SUV you can see off the street. I mean, I highly recommend the Pegasus Toros over this if you're going to get a performance SUV, which is a lot faster and only about $100,000 more in comparison to this vehicle on discount. We have 35% off the Schlag GT. I absolutely love everything about this car. It's a little off the pace of the top sports cars like the Pariah and GTO, but if you're racing against drivers who aren't that great, you can decently compete in it. And at under $1 million, I think this is a good deal. We have 40% off the XA21. This is my personal favorite sounding car in the game. The exhaust note is just breathtaking in my opinion, definitely the best. It has the active aero spoiler as well, which just adds to it. It has very good engine model. If you open the engine cover, the model is almost exactly like its real life counterpart. It's pretty incredible the way they made this car and the amount of detail they put into it. I do want to mention that this car does have a bug where if you put any visual customization part on it, like a side skirt, bumper, or whatever, it somehow gets allergic to curbs and sometimes even flips over. It's really weird. This happened when the nightclub update came out, and for some reason they still have not fixed it till this day. So my recommendation, if you're going to use it to drive around, fully max it out internally, engine, transmission, turbo, all that stuff, wheels, whatever, but leave the visual customization stock if you're going to be driving it a lot. A front splitter, side skirts, roof options, all that stuff, you have to leave it all stock. Moving along, we have 40% off the Turismo Classic as well. Now, this car and the Cheetah Classic are the top two all-rounders in the Sports Classics class performance-wise, and at under $500,000, I think this car is literally a gift from Rockstar. I mean, I highly recommend buying it. You won't regret the purchase if you don't have one already. We have 40% off the Osiris as well. This car was really one of the first crazily priced supercars when the Ill-Gotten Gains came out back in 2015. It's a good-looking car. Not really too much customization, more like the usual customization we see on most cars from back then, but it's still nice. This car, along with the Zentorno, T20, and XA21, are closely competitive, but at this moment in GTA, you know, in 2019, when we're now in 2020, but in 2019 is when the Everest and Krieger came out. If we talk pure performance, you're not going to be able to keep up with the Everest or the Krieger in a race in an XA21 or an Osiris. It's just not going to happen unless you're racing against really bad drivers, but nevertheless, it's all up to you. If you want the car just to drive it around and look nice and everything, have it as a garage queen, and just drive it around to listen to the engine notes and the styling and everything, I highly recommend it. It's a very good car, just like the XA21. They're both very good looking cars in my opinion. Moving on to the Southern San Andreas website, we have 25% off the Vagrant. This thing is super fast, extremely fun to drive, but it just has so much understeer, making it very annoying to drive at times around hairpins and stuff. I feel that even with the discount, it's just still too expensive. This vehicle should be way under $1 million in my opinion, and at this price, it's just a little excessive. Again, my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think down below on the pricing of the Vagrant. I think it's just way out of hand. We have 25% off the Retinue Mark II. This car is in the Sports Classics class and isn't close to the top ones in its class performance-wise, like the Turismo Classic, for example. So I only recommend buying it if you're, you know, a really big fan of the Ford Escort, you like the way the car looks, like the way it looks in your garage and all that. But if you're gonna buy it to beat Sports Classics cars, it's not one of those cars that's like crazy performance-wise. It's decent, but it's not up there in the top ones. Moving along, we have 35% off the Gauntlet Hellfire. This car was a casino podium vehicle back in November, if you remember. So that kind of rhymed, that's funny. Anyways, if you still don't own one, this price is a steal in my opinion. It's very fast in a straight line, but just doesn't handle that well. Kind of similar to the real car in a sense, you know, Hellcats and Demons, they're super fast in a straight line, but they can't handle like, you know, a Camaro or a Corvette or anything like that. But I mean, there's still a fun car at the end of the day. The customization's amazing, and I think it's something you should definitely have in your garage. Moving on to the Warstock website, we have 25% off the Bugstar Burrito. I don't really see a need for this Pegasus vehicle to own, but hey, I guess if you want to own the Exterminator van, here you go. We have 25% off the Boxville, another Pegasus vehicle. Again, not sure why you want to own this, but if you do for some reason, it's on discount for you. And that's it for the vehicle discounts. I really wish the armored truck was on sale. Speaking of these Pegasus vehicle discounts, kind of nice to have it for role plays and stuff. But anyways, let's move on to the Twitch Prime discounts. I will leave the instructions in the pinned comment on how to become a Twitch Prime member if you aren't one already. So the discount for this week that I can tell is only an extra 10% off the vehicles I mentioned earlier. And like I said, that seems like it's all for this week. I can't really see any others at this point. If there's anything else, I'll update it in the pinned comment, but I don't see any other Twitch Prime benefits this week. Moving on to the double money stuff and bonus money stuff as well. We have 25% extra money on the Casino Heist. So that is amazing. The Casino Heist just came out recently, and here we go. Rockstar's already given us some bonuses, so you can get 25% extra money for doing the Casino Heist. Now is probably one of the best times to grind it, and to make this even better, Rockstar has 50% off the Casino Heist setup cost. So setup cost is going to cost you 50% less, and 50% off the Heist support crew cuts. So the gun guy, the car guy, ones I'm showing here in the background, those cuts are half. So it's making your net profits substantially higher in the end. So everybody's going to get more money. It's very, very good to start doing these heists now if you haven't done them already. And I think now is a good time to actually make a lot of money from it than just doing it for fun, because before with the prices, I feel like, and all the cuts and stuff at the end, you barely get any money, and I think now it's definitely worth it. And combine this with the arcade business that's on sale. If you don't have an arcade business, you want to host it yourself, arcade business is now on sale, you can buy that. I mean, now is really the best time to start getting into the Casino Heist stuff if you were holding off for a while because of the prices. And as far as double money, we have double money in RP on select standard races, and we also have double money in RP on the King of the Hill death matches. I don't really know anybody that still does death matches, but hey, if you do, they're double money in RP for those select ones there. And lastly, we have, of course, the RC Vendido Time Trial Cemetery. This week's normal time trial is Elysian Island 2. And this week's premium race is the Sports Classic race, Crossing Paths. I recommend either the Turismo Classic, Cheetah Classic, or Rapid GT Classic for that race. The track is a little tricky, so if you haven't played it before, I recommend practicing it normally. The normal race for this Crossing Paths race is also double money, so it's worth the practice while also getting a better payout in the process, so that when you go to do the premium race, you're already experienced on that track and you have a higher chance of winning. Anyways, guys, hope this was helpful. Maybe there's a vehicle or arcade business you're interested in getting. This week is definitely a good one in my opinion, with lots of variety here and there. So let me know down below in the comments what vehicles you guys will most likely be buying. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.